If you think this looks bad, you should see the computer animation in the movie I saw the other day. I grew up with the Spy Kids, but for one reason or another, I never got to see Robert Rodriguez's other kids movie. I bought a copy on DVD at a yard sale a few years ago, but it was scratchy and didn't work. However, I recently found another copy at the local thrift store, and this one worked just fine. Max has dreams about a fiery girl and a boy that is half shark. Then they come to his world and take him back to their world, which is powered by his dreams, and he has to save their world. But then stuff from their world comes to his world, and the lines between dreams and reality are skewed in 100 different ways, until you really don't know what is supposed to be real or not. This movie was made for viewing in 3D, so there are a number of scenes where people spit things out directly at the camera to take advantage of that effect. There is also a brainstorm at one point in the movie, where brains literally rain down out of the sky, and one squashes up against the camera. Also, at one point, Lavagirl is thrown into a volcano by one of her friends. This has to be one of the strangest movies I have seen in some time. I quite honestly have not seen that much blurring of imagination and reality since I watched the Matrix trilogy, and in some ways this was almost as scary and confusing. It's kind of like the Matrix for kids, only instead of leaving them pondering what it would be like if our world were only an illusion, this leaves them wondering what it would be like if all the weird things they imagined actually became real. At least I think that's what happened. It was a little unclear. And oh my stars. This movie relied heavily on CGI computer animation, and to be fair, it was made 10 years ago, but the CGI was terrible, even for back then. I don't mean just like, oh, I can tell it's not real. I mean total outright so fake looking that you can hardly believe that anyone actually expected it to pass for something that even remotely resembled reality. From all this, you probably think I don't like the movie, but on the contrary, the weird muddled nature of the story, combined with the crummy CGI and strange characters. For example, the main villain is George Lopez's face on a metal ball, or maybe it's in a metal ball, I'm not sure on that one, with lightning for arms and legs. Yeah. Anyway, it all worked together to make this one of those movies that's so bad it's good. The moment that sealed it for me was when Sharkboy, also known as 12-year-old Taylor Lautner before he got all brooding and wolfy, goes to sing Max a lullaby, which is pretty much a rap song complete with fancy choreography. And Max actually goes to sleep like it was a real song or something. Yeah, you have to hear it to believe it. With that said, the acting was actually pretty good for the kind of movie it was. And there was enough dimension to the characters that I cared what happened to them even when I really didn't understand what was going on. Plus, I learned that if your best friend isn't feeling well, they will get better if you toss them into a volcano. Okay, I get that she's Lavagirl, but I still found it a little disturbing to watch one kid throw another kid into a volcano, especially when they're supposed to be friends. If you're looking for a movie that you and your friends can just sit around and taunt mercilessly as you watch, this film is perfect. Little kids might get a little freaked out by some of the weirdness, but if you throw them in the volcano, they'll be fine. Okay, just kidding. Please don't throw anybody in a volcano. In conclusion, I laughed at a lot of things that weren't really meant to be funny, and there was some funny stuff that was actually funny too. I really did enjoy this movie, and that's why it's now my #1 top movie in the So Bad It's Good category. Well, that about does it for this episode. This is Penny, encouraging you to watch outside the box.